Hey guys, so this is the JURA J8 coffee machine, and I've had this machine for over a year now, and just wanted to show you quickly how it works and give you an idea if this is the right coffee machine for you or not. I also have the optional milk cooler here on the side, which is pretty cool. I'll tell you more about that later. But going back to the coffee machine, basically you just want to power it on at the beginning. This is the power button right there. It only takes a couple seconds to power on. You want to make sure you have beans right there. This is where you add those. And you want to make sure you have water. I have the water tank right here on the side. And you can either pour water here directly, or you can take this whole thing out, take it to the sink and fill it up with water. And then once you're done, just pop it back in and you should be good to go. Then you have your main screen here. This is where you choose all the drinks, where you access the settings and all that stuff. This is a touch screen, so you could just switch between the screens and choose whatever drink you want and go through the prompts and make your drink. You have a couple of nozzles here. You have like 3 nozzles here, depending on what drinks you're making from here, and 2 nozzles here. And if you notice, this nozzle is connected to the milk. So this is I'm going to take the milk from here, and all the drinks that have milk will come from this nozzle. All the drinks that don't have milk will come from here. So that's kind of a way for you guys to tell where to place your cup. They also have a sensor right here that senses if there's a cup right here. So if I put a cup right here, it will detect it and it will switch to the, let me see here, there it is. So it's going to switch to only drinks that don't have milk. If I move it over here, it'll give me the drinks that do have milk. And just for demonstration purposes, let's say I wanted to make a latte. There it is right there. And let's say I wanted to do a sweet latte, I would add milk to this little part right here. You get several of these. You add the milk, not the milk, but the sweetener. You add the sweetener in here, and it's gonna take the milk through the sweetener and pour it in there and make it sweet. If you don't want the sweetener, you would take this off and put on another nozzle, and then it will just froth the milk for you without sweetening. But going back to the latte, let's press the latte button. It's gonna grind the coffee. While it's doing it, you could select how strong you want the coffee. I'm gonna leave it like this, and then it's gonna heat up and start making the milk. And the milk is measured in seconds, which is kind of weird because it's kind of hard to tell how much it'll take, or how much milk will come out in that amount of time. So you kind of have to get used to it. Eventually you will figure out, how many seconds I need to program for whatever milk amount I want to have. So it's gonna do the milk, then it's gonna switch over to the coffee. And then the drink will be done. So pretty quick, just while we're talking here, you'll see the drink be made. And that's one of the things that I really like about this coffee machine is that it's so fast. It only takes a little over a minute to make a drink, and you can make them back to back. So if you have parties, or you have people at your house, you could really make a lot of drinks very quickly and save a lot of time. So here we are at the coffee section. And again, I could choose the amount of ounces in real time, or I could just use the preset setting. So I'm gonna just choose 2 ounces, and you'll see the coffee come out. And again, once you're done with the drink, you could save the settings, if you don't wanna be manually adjusting it while it's making the drink. So it's been probably just a little over a minute now, and my drink is ready. I could already take it off here. Looks good. It doesn't have any of those fancy designs, but it is pretty nice cup of coffee, and it tastes really good. And then the machine is pretty much ready to make another drink. You see, it's already ready, and you can make these drinks back to back to back, and it's so fast. Probably one of the best things about this machine is that it'll save you a lot of time, especially if you're in a hurry in the morning. Another cool option that I like, you can just warm up milk. My kids actually use this a lot, where they Put a cup right here, press the milk button, and they have warm milk pretty quickly. You can also do hot water if you want to make tea and a bunch of other drinks. So that's pretty much it as far as use. As far as maintenance, you do have to do a couple of things to make sure the machine lasts a long time. You want to go through the recommended cleaning processes. One of the main things with milk, if you're using milk, you're going to have milk sit in this little tube right here and in there. So you definitely want to rinse those out. And there's also different cleaning cycles that you need to use. They give you these like cleaning kits that you can, put right here. And you'll put like a little tube right here, connect the tube over here. And they give you this like cleaning solution that you pour in here. And the machine is going to go through this like cleaning process. Will take the cleaning solution, it'll take it into that nozzle, clean everything inside, and clean out the milk system. So you have to do that every once in a while to keep the machine running. And the machine will prompt you when you need to do that so that you don't forget. You also have a couple other cleaning things that you could do that are more like a deep clean. Like you could do like a descale, you could do a filter change and just clean the nozzles. You could program settings and stuff like that. And all of those things you could figure out just by going through the prompts. It's pretty self-explanatory and pretty easy to understand. I would say this machine is built pretty well. I haven't been really doing the maintenance like I'm supposed to. I've been kind of slacking on those things. But the machine has been working really great without issues. So I think I'm pretty happy, with how it's designed. I think this cooler on the side is also pretty cool. I don't think you need to have it because you could technically, every time you make a drink with milk, you could put like, the milk gallon here, put the tube in there, let it run its course, and then put the milk back in the fridge. But it's kind of inconvenient. If you want the full convenience, you could get this cooler, and that way you have instant milk ready to go. So overall, I would say this is a very sophisticated and fancy coffee machine. I think it works really well, and it's good quality from my experience. And I think it makes drinks really quickly. So if this machine will save you a lot of time, I think it's absolutely worth it to get it because it's like kind of like a nice investment that will pay you off, throughout your lifetime. So hopefully this review was helpful, and check it out.